once again to the Noble Woman Show. I hope you're fine and I hope you're staying safe. Today on the show, we're talking to this awesome lady who is the lioness of Africa. Let's find out who she is. We'll be right back.
We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know we will get there. We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know we will get there. We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know we will get there. Boom, boom, ti-boom, ti-boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, ti-boom, ti-boom, boom, boom. We will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will get there. We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know we will get there. Boom, boom, ti-boom, ti-boom.
Welcome, WIYAALA, to the show.
Thank you.
The lioness of Africa.
Yes.
How did you get that name?
My manager gave me that name as a nickname, but as time went on, I really like the name because when you look at the lioness, the way it carries itself, and the only animal that you find in Africa that is very powerful. When you say lion or lion, everybody goes like, what? Yeah, that presence. When I look at those traces and then myself, I say, yeah. And there was this song I sang on stage and won the competition. And it got to this part where it's a bridge. And it's quite hard for people to hit the note, but I was able to hit and even added mine. So my manager said, yes, when I roar, the whole place went like, whoa. So yeah, that's how the name became my AKA. But I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
Yeah, lionesses are from Africa anyway.
Yeah, it makes you feel
It's unique. Yes.
Starting from a humble beginning as a young lady and going through the process to where you are now. How did it all start? How did you make it?
I grew up in Wa, and then later we moved to the village. So I've had a bit of town life. Wa wasn't a city, and it's still not a city like Accra. It's not a big town. And my village too, just the year I won the reality show was when we got electricity in 2012. So when I moved,
So there was no electricity in your hometown?
Yeah, when we went, there was no labor, but it was fun.
But where was the reality show, in Accra or
In Accra, but that was after my senior high school days.
Okay.
I had the chance to go back to Wa, and then I auditioned 3 years in a row. I didn't get anywhere. Then the fourth year, fortunately, I was at the Takrady Polytechnic to do graphic design, and then I took part again, and I won. That one was a long story, but I kept trying for 4 years. But the fourth year, I won.
Wow.
Yes.
So going through this process and trying four times
Yes.
to win finally, didn't you feel like giving up? Why didn't you give up?
No. If I had to do it like 10 times, I would have done it because there was just something in me that told me that you can do it. Most of the times I wasn't ready, and there were certain things I felt I was rushing, but I was also learning. What I realized was that my voice wasn't strong enough. I was just finding myself, and the judges would tell me, your voice is okay, but you need to work harder. I'm in the northern region, and you can't get a band to go rehearse with. So what I have to do is watch TV, watch the likes of Rihanna, Madonna, Celine Dion, anything that I can watch that they sing. After I finish watching, I also have, then I repeat. And it got to a point I was sounding like these artists. But when you go to the reality show, they try and encourage you to sound like yourself. So that was quite a challenge. And I just felt that these reality shows were my only hope. Because when you go, you don't pay. And you don't have to do any lungu lungu.
Yeah.
It's there. You go, you stand in front of the whole crowd, they don't know you, and you have to do some magic to make them like you. Before you even get on the stage, people look at you and go like, okay, this one, she looks like she's from there. Then they'll laugh, but you open your mouth and then it changes everything. So that was quite a big challenge, and I dared to leave my town, come to the big city where I wasn't really familiar with the environment, but I roared, and then people heard, and it was quite a challenge, but yeah.
Starting your career in music, you started in Ghana.
Yes.
And the people in Ghana didn't really accept you for who you are and didn't accept your kind of music. How did it make you feel?
I was disappointed and frustrated. How come my own people, we look alike? In fact, when you look around, we might be from different families, but sometimes you walk and see somebody and you see some resemblance and go like, hey, are you sure you are not my father's child or my mother's child? That's how we are. We're all branches of the same tree. So when you are doing something within your own environment and your own people don't give you that support, it can be frustrating. Some people give up because it's hard and disappointing. But me, I said, well, I know I'm doing this and I'm probably the only one doing what I'm doing at the moment. So I understand. People are just sitting there watching. Is she going to be successful? Will this work? She's a girl. You know, these are usually a boy thing or a man thing. And some people say, oh, don't worry. She looks like a boy anyway. Look at all those muscles. Who's going to find this one attractive? Like, blah. So people just, you know, doing that. But there was always this little voice, or there were voices just telling me, don't give up. Don't give up. It's good. Deep down in your heart, you know that you are not hurting anybody. But people are just not understanding.
Yeah.
So I said, well, it's new, nobody's understanding me. That should be a challenge, and I should work hard to prove them wrong. That kept me going.
How did you break into the international market?
I started looking at the international market. That is what I would say. Because I realized that there was this positive vibe coming from the international market. I did a photo shoot. I remember I did a photo shoot. I posted it on Facebook. Oh, come and see. The women were like, what is this? You're a woman. Cover up. Those muscles are very attractive. Some girls will come and say, hey, she looks like my brother Bill. This campaign body, cassava body. What is this? It's not even nice. And some people say, you are not getting exposure because you are too dark. And I don't do my hair as usual. So why this point to do that I look like a boy and I've gone to comb my hair again? It makes it worse. Some say I look like a boxer, others say I look like a fighter. Yesterday when I was coming back from UK and I had a know somebody asked, are you a footballer? I said, you know, I have this. But I take it in a positive way. Like when somebody asks, are you a footballer? It means there's this presence. And how do you use it? Use it positively. So I said no, and I just laughed and I said, it's me, I'm a singer. Then he started laughing. But that's how but you know, people were trying to bully me. Using me for, you know, memes, but I was there.
But didn't it discourage you? Didn't you feel discouraged?
No, because I've heard this as a child growing up. So it's like music to my ears. As a child growing up, I've grown up and I look at the mirror, I see myself. I'm not the regular everyday Coca-Cola bottle shape. I know that. And I accept myself for that. I love myself for that. I know I'm muscular. And when I was a younger child, people used to be confused. Hey, about Oba Ana Bema. Oba Bema. So they call me man woman. And when they're doing that, they'll be singing. Then I'll start dancing. And my mother will say, and she doesn't even care. Then some people say, stop encouraging her. They are bullying her, but she's dancing to it. Now I say, well, if she's not sad about it, then it's a good thing. So I've been hearing, you look like a boy, you're ugly, you're this, you're too dark, blah, blah, blah. Somebody even told me I should go close my gap between my teeth to make me nicer. I didn't mind. But I took all those. It was when I was getting to teenage age. You get to 15, 16, and you realize that you're developing breast, and then certain things will change. Boys and girls are mixing. That was when that point I felt like, hey, why are the boys not looking at me like a girl? And they always look at this one. She's too. This one, if you jump her, she'll beat you. And if you date her, who is going to be on top, me or her? They'll be laughing. So 15, 16, 17, 18, I became wild. I was angry with everybody. Say, I will deal with everybody. I'm going to do my thing, and you're all going to regret it. You see me on TV, I joke like you. I have friends who still meet me and say, whoa, we are really eating our words, like you said it, and you have worked it. But that was it. After like that age, very sensitive age. But I didn't go bananas, like some people say. I just took it in a positive light. I said, okay, I look like a boy. It means I stand out.
Yeah.
So when I'm in the crowd performing, they'll definitely notice me. So how am I going to use this to my advantage? I behave more like a boy, showed more muscles, and that just got the attention of other people around the world. They say, whoa, oh my God, you should be in this movie, you should do this. Before Ghanaians would say, pa, I was gone. Yeah.
What time did you realize that, okay, now Ghanaians are accepting you, or now Ghanaians have accepted you? At what time?
Maybe 2 years ago.
That was just a short time.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
How long have you been doing this?
It's not 15 years, but 8 years as official, like for industry people to know who I am.
So they accepted you just 2 years ago?
Yes. That's what that's how I
How
feel.
did you know that they just accepted you 2 years ago? What are some of the signs?
You just know. People have become very quiet about the insult, and if somebody insults me, you see Ghanaians going after them. Yeah, there was this guy that tried to say my body was hard. They ended up putting him out there and then dismantled him. And when you read the comments, you know that no, people got your back. They say, hey, leave the girl alone. So they come and then they support me. And the industry, they invite me more to think. It's just that most of the things I don't have interest in anymore. And I'm just being honest. Like, this is an interview, so I have to be honest. Because I'm a human being. And there are things that when they happen to you, you do remember. But it's how you react. I still want to keep positive. But I definitely know my steps. And I feel 2 years ago, because immediately I started performing abroad, people were like, what? How? She's not the usual. How can they? Then they had to find something else to say. Oh, it's because she looks weird. Or it's because she looks like something from the...
So you had the same issues outside the country?
No, not outside. When I started getting international recognition and my shows were, people still at home.
Here in Ghana?
Yeah, that was when I would say it was just jealousy. Because what they didn't accept, somebody else is enjoying it and it's looking good and it's getting better and better and better. But I think 2-3 years ago, people have just, you know what, whether you like it or not, she's who she is. You better accept her or you don't. She's doing her thing anyway. And I think those who had my back earlier on in Ghana even became proud, and then they would say nice things about me. And haters had no choice but to just keep quiet, shut up, disappear, or just love what I do.
Well,
yeah, that's how I feel.
Being an African woman who has gone international with your brand, you portrayed our style, you portrayed our way of talking, our way of dressing, the way we do things.
Yes.
You show them the African skin, the African body, our language and everything.
Yes.
Do you think that African women are doing enough of this, or it's just a few people? Because you have gone there and they accepted you for who you are. Do you think we are doing enough of that, or we are all trying to be like them?
I think most of us are trying to be people we are not. I wouldn't use any other race or white women or Indian women or whatever. No. I think as African women, most of us are trying to just not be ourselves, because I just feel like it's low self-esteem and the lack of belief in ourselves. We are equally intelligent. We can do anything, but there's just this lack of confidence, which partly I don't blame us, because from home we have been oppressed more. Once you come out, you are a girl, Those days, when I was growing up, I used to join a group. I was part of a group where girl child education was on there. Like nobody was educating their girl child. Immediately you are born, they even come and say, have you given birth to a real human being or a goat? Some cultures we used to do that in the north. And if you are a girl, you won't go to school. If you are a boy, you might go to school. Might go to school. That they then send you to go take care of the kettle and start preparing you for the man of the house. So that's how it was. So finally, when boys were allowed to go to school, girls were still not going.
In Sisala area.
Not only just the Sisala area, the whole of Ghana, northern, except you are born in the city and then you are lucky. If your mom is educated like my mom and your dad is educated, my dad is also educated, that is what saved us because they know the benefits of education. So that was the time some of us were kids. And there are a lot of friends who they just wouldn't let them go to school. So it was quite a challenge. But as a girl in the industry, there's also a perception about you. Even no matter how well good you want to behave, they're just looking at you like sex, no brain, sex. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's up to us to show people that it is not our vaginas that do the talking. We have brains. So don't just look at me like all I'm good for is for the kitchen, for bearing children, or just having sex. No. If I can give birth to a full human being, do you know what I can do with my brain? No. That is, because we are very powerful. We are so powerful. And that has been the motivation. I keep telling people, don't look down on the African woman. We are all human beings. And the woman is strong, we are powerful, and we shouldn't look down upon us. So whatever you want to do, it's your choice. We just have to go out there, dare to be different, and do it. We have nothing to do, just do it. And don't be afraid. Okay. Fear is also part of it. There are a lot of challenges for African women and black women, for example, their skin color and all that. But I think it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. If you carry yourself with confidence, love yourself, accept yourself for who you are, look in that mirror and say, this is me. Me, I always say, yeah, I know. I'm skinny, I don't have big nyash like some people say. Yeah, I look like a boy, but I swear, I will show you what this body can do. if I have big buttocks, I will use it. I will show you what the big buttocks can do. You can't let people get to you. You are who you are. Yeah. And when you are who you are, you stand out. So as African women, we should just do that. And whatever you want to do, do. I always say we should dare to be different, dare to do what we want to do. By the end of the day, we should use our brains wisely. That's all. And then we'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we should use our brains wisely. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Are you planning a trip? Or you're going for a holiday with a lot of destinations all over the world? Just decide on where you want to go. And see Ryan Travels will take you there. We offer UAE visa, air ticketing, tour packages, hotel reservations, corporate travels, and many more. You can contact Ryan Travels on 0264 623 091 or 0302 408067. You can email Ryan Travels at c.ryantravels@gmail.com. Ryan Travels. You pack, we plan.
Welcome back from the break. This is the Noble Woman Show. The show is proudly brought to you by Ryan Travels and Ryan Car Rentals. If you need a car to rent for any occasion, you can contact Ryan Car Rentals on 0264 091. 0264 WIYAALA.
Yes.
You're saying that people were discouraging you or saying also things about your body, your looks and all of that. Is that why you're not married?
That's not why I'm not married.
So
it's not why.
Is it that you are not ready for marriage or?
The thing is that, as an African girl, I know the culture. Once I accept any man's proposal, my singing career will have to be divided into two. And the few guys that have shown interest, you start talking to them, you can already tell where they are going. Immediately they would like to have children, and your singing career will be done. Some will say, but I have enough money to even give you. How much is a gig? And if you even joke, like if you make a joke and mention the price, say, oh, for that one, I will just give you the money every Saturday. Then you just play for the children and myself. So when they start saying that, you think it's a joke. It's not a joke, because our lifestyle is really complicated. You mix with people and they will definitely get jealous, there will be problems, and you'll be in the media for all the wrong reasons. And people that don't live with you will believe everything they read, or they'll get mixed feeling. So one, you never see me post a photo of myself with any guy that this is my boyfriend or whatever.
But
in
are you
case,
dating?
Yeah, I'm dating. In case things don't go well, you post another one, they say, hey, so you are just
Moving from
yeah, you are jumping from you are doing lovely with everybody. Okay. For me, I don't like it personally. I'm not. Other people can do it, but me, where I grew up, I don't put those things out there. And as for my husband, that people assume or they say, who is my boyfriend? I say, come to my house, you will find out. Because I told him that if you want to date me, you have to stay out of my music, because I enjoy. I just don't make the money, but I love what I do. I just want to perform, I want to sing and dance. I've been like that since childhood. And if any man is coming into my life and your main plan is to make me your wife in the house alone, I won't agree. Yes, I don't mind being in the house, because sometimes you don't get gigs for a while. I can be in the house and cook. I love to cook. If there are children, we'll have fun. But when the work comes and I have to travel abroad, I will go. And if I go, you go and become a bad boy and I'll catch you, I will divorce you. That's all.
Are you dating your manager?
This answer, I cannot answer.
Why?
If I say no, people say why. If I say yes, people say why. And I think the reason why people conclude I'm dating my manager is he's the only man people see me walking around with.
Was he the one I was talking to?
Yes.
Okay.
He's British, and we met and he took interest in my career. That time I was going around the whole Accra after reality show. Said, please help me. Nobody was minding me.
Okay.
And he came from nowhere, he didn't even know me. And when he showed interest, he said, okay, I'd like to know where. I said, okay, let's start the music business. He went to my village to actually know where I come from and why I'm writing those songs, and why the sound. Then he took interest. So you see where the whole thing, so it started like that. And of course, he has invested a lot of money in me, and he should take care of his investment. So wherever I go, definitely your manager is with you. So people just, he's a man and a woman. So it's they don't see me with any other man. So they say, are you dating? Are you married to me? But I keep saying, if you want to know who I'm dating or married to, come to my house and find out. Okay. He's a house husband, just like a housewife.
What are some of the achievements you've made in this business? What are some things you've achieved?
For me, I think I have achieved a lot. Gone are the days where young girls from my community will be looked down upon for just doing music. The word prostitute was just like saying hello or hi when you do music. Today, that word has disappeared. They see me on TV and it's just the opposite of everything. It's not what they think. I've gotten this voice that when people make certain decisions, they even call me to come and say what I think. And their final decision making will rest on my opinion. I get involved in social activities in my community, and people come around because they've given me this huge respect, and I've gotten this big voice, and things are much different in a positive way. And to the extent that they name me after a street in my community, that was when I realized that no, I haven't made an impact. Because wow, me, this small girl, WIYAALA Street, interested, and a whole lot of things, awards. I don't even get nominated anymore. They just give me the award and say, no, I'm not going to nominate you. You've done too much. If we even put you in the list, it's like disrespect. So let's just give this award to you. It's yours from the bottom of our hearts. And that has been amazing feeling. So, and that has made me cry, forget whether they were supported or they were not supported. Me, I've forgotten all that. Honestly,
what made
it's
you,
gone.
What made you decide to leave or get based in your hometown? Because people would start from the village, shall I say, and then when things get better with all the luxury, they'll come to Accra or come to the city to stay, to relocate. But you didn't do that. You decided to stay with your people and live amongst them. Why?
I care. I care a lot about my community. People don't even know how much. And it's very normal for you to move out because it's not an environment a lot of people want to go back to. Because it's very difficult. Sometimes there's no electricity for 2 weeks. One pole will burn, no, pump, everything is shut down. You have to buy a generator. The roads are bad. But I remember when I was a child and there was not even electricity. And I was there. I used to get the opportunity to watch TV for 3 hours, 30 minutes. And the excitement I got by just watching, and especially if you see another child doing something, you, the village child, you are sitting there thinking, I can also do this. I just don't have anywhere to, what? There's no entertainment center. The only place you get close to music is the church. So, me, coming from that place, I cannot be the only one from my community that had that feeling when I was a child. And more to the point, speak the language. I know the culture, I know the people. And if I don't go back, nobody will go. Nobody will go. There are a lot of kids. When I went back, the first time after winning, I just went to greet my mom, my dad. And you see all the students looking at me like, Samia, I want to dance. I want to sing. And you look at them and you look at the environment, the road, the journey I made, the suffering I went through for coming out from that community. If you leave this child on their own to do it, they will not survive.
So you went there basically to help them?
I went there I grew up there. My mom lives there, my whole family is there. Yes, I live in my village, but I will share my talent with the community and also to help them. I will help any child that wants to do anything, especially close to what I'm doing, and to make the journey a little shorter, to make it easy, to help them. So what I did, or what I'm doing is I'm building an art center with a big stage to put these children on and say, you can also do it. If the stages are not coming from the Big 60 to us, we will build our own.
Yeah.
And if the shows are not coming, we have our own shows. It's not their fault that the shows are not coming. It's not your fault. It's just how life is. And if some of us can make the difference, we will do it. I will do my part. So I wouldn't like some child, some girl, especially the girls, to go through what I went through. They won't survive. Frustration. So why not, if you're in a position to help and make it easier for the little one, do it. Even if you're not going to get profit back, just do it. When you do that act of kindness, you don't know what that child will also come back to do. So that art center is going to be there. They decided that, okay, we call it WIYAALA Art Center. It's going to be there. When the children grow up, one time some girl from your community did it. You can also do it. You can even do better. And then I've also organized the children's group. Initially, it was just a girls' club. But the boys will come around and look, you're all welcome. So I call the Girls and Boys Club for Fonsi. I teach them how to dance, how to sing. We do acting. Anything that they see on TV and we love to do. So at the end of that, I just realized that all these children, all that they needed was just some little spark. At least they know me, they can talk to me. It's not like, and I have not built this wall.
Yeah.
They see me on TV or on the international stage singing to a different crowd, different people, foreign crowd, and yet I'm back home and they can talk to me. They might not be able to travel, but with me they are traveling. And that one I think has inspired a lot of them. We have so many young talents now coming up. And I'm doing everything I can to also support them. Because I know how it is. Not easy, and if I can make it a little easier, I will. And I'm not doing it for profit.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing it because it's good. It's good to do good. And it's the right thing to do.
Okay. Your name WIYAALA, is it a stage name or your name?
It's my real name. It was given to me by my grandfather.
What does it mean?
A grandfather's given name, WIYAALA Rejimba. That's my name.
And so you just cut it short.
Yeah, because when you say WIYAALA Rejimba, you say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are married to our names. They are
it took
so
too long.
too long. So I just say WIYAALA, but it means the doers know best what they do. Whatever you do,
Wait, let me understand.
yeah,
WIYAALA what?
the doer.
No, the full name.
WIYAALA Rejimba.
The Rijimba is the surname.
No, it's one name.
You don't have nothing. You don't have surname.
My surname is Nwade.
And there's and the Udinu one. So let's go.
So my name, everybody must have a Sisala name. So that's my Sisala name.
Okay, so
Yeah.
WIYAALA Rijimba.
Yeah, WIYAALA.
And the last one.
Nwade.
Okay.
Then my father is Mbiakada. So when you add it,
So how come you didn't add your father's name?
my grandfather was the chief, and his name is the family name.
Okay.
So my family name is Nwade. So my father is Nwade Mbiakada, and I'm Nwade WIYAALA.
So mention your full name.
My name is Nwade Mbiakada Boyo WIYAALA Rejimba Noela.
Noella.
Yes.
The Noella is fine. That's like that.
Catholic.
Okay.
Catholic name. My mother is Catholic. Yes.
Your name is beautiful, but it's long.
Yeah, I know. It's WIYAALA Rejimba.
Okay, WIYAALA, describe yourself in 3 words.
Myself. Describe myself in 3 words. I'm beautiful, I'm strong, and I'm intelligent.
That's all. Okay, thank you so much for coming to the show. But before we leave, what will be your last words to an African woman?
My last words to an African woman. You are beautiful, you are strong, you are intelligent, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Go out there, dare to dream, and use your brains.
But use your brains, WIYAALA. It's been an amazing time having you today on the show. We will talk some more after the show. Thank you so much for staying with us today on the Noble Woman Show. My hair was styled by Lizzie Beauty Center. You can locate her at Mataheko, opposite 1+1. You can call her through the number on your screen. Call Lizzie Beauty Center through the number on your screen. You can also follow her on Instagram at Lizzie Beauty Center and on Facebook, Lizzie Beauty Center. You can also follow my social media handles on Facebook, The Noble Woman Show, and on Instagram. So you can also go to YouTube and just follow. You can log on to www.thenoblewomanshow.online to watch the show. Thank you so much for staying with us today on the show. See you same time next week. Bye bye.